Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. So guys, Jamaica is expecting and embracing for Hurricane Beryl. And so far, I don't know what's going on in my area because there's just scattered shower, partly cloudy and all of that. Wind minimal. It's just like a regular day, but people are doing their best to secure their property and all of that. So to all my Jamaican supporters, you guys stay safe, stay indoor, listen for your national advisory, and just stay calm. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. We can do this, and we're gonna get through this in one piece. Okay, now let's get into this video because we may be having a storm in Jamaica, but you know who seems to be having a permanent storm in their life? Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. That man, he has been cut from schools that he has co-founded. He has been he has lost his honorary degree. He has lost Diddy Day, the key to the city, and all of that. It's just consistent crumbling for him. And now they're saying that he's selling his mansion for $7 million, and that's the LA mansion, because you guys remember both properties were raided back in March. Is Miami and his LA mansion, but you know that most of his people that he used to do connection in business with is in LA. So if he's selling his LA mansion, I believe what he's doing, he's being very strategic. He wants to pull himself out of LA, and I think that he's still hopeful that things are going to work out in his favor, pulling himself from LA because the paparazzi and everyone is always around. And I do believe that at this point in time, he still has some good money. I do believe he still has good money because he sold his shares in Revolt TV, and that was worth a pretty penny. We know he has quite a few lawsuits, but the money is not going to end so quickly. I also believe that he has other plans as well. And he still has minimal shares in Revolt TV because he only sold majority shares. He still has a minimal amount there. Now, let's get into this report about him selling his LA mansion. According to reports, they're saying that Diddy is ready to pack up and leave LA because we've learned he's still trying to sell his Humby Hills mansion for a hefty price of $70 million. They're saying that sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the embattled rap mogul is trying to sell the house off market for way more than he paid. Diddy plunked down $40 million for the house back in 2014, and we're told he wants $70 million now. Our sources say that's a real stretch. I don't think it's a real stretch. I don't think it's a real stretch because if you look at how the housing market is at this point, and if he bought that house back in 2014, we remembered clearly that he did some renovations on it, so he's going to put in his renovation money into it. I also believe that he's also putting his likeness. I believe that in Diddy's head, he's saying that people are gonna scoop this up real quick and say, oh, it's Sean Diddy Combs' house, I'm gonna buy it because I believe that he's thinking that this house is gonna be monumental to whoever buys it, and they're gonna be happy about buying it. Maybe they can turn it into a museum or something of the sort. Maybe that's what he has going on in his head, right? Now, TMZ saying the house has some recent really bad memories. As we reported, Homeland Security raided the mansion in March and ransacked the place as agents tore out electronics and other items pursuant to search for evidence of human trafficking and other crimes. We're told Diddy wants out of LA and will not be looking for another place to hang his hat. Exactly as I thought. He was in LA last month. You guys remember we saw him there for a few days, but he's been spending most of his time in Miami. Over the weekend, he ventured out to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he did that White River rafting thing and all of that. And as we know, a grand jury is now hearing evidence, but there's no final word on whether he'll be indicted or not. Remember that Sloan Bella told us that Barack Obama has Sean Diddy Combs under his protection, and Barack Obama is the one who's keeping Sean Diddy Combs out of jail. And We know when that woman calls something, she calls it, because she even predicted that Trump will still be able to run for president. She told us that Trump is not going to go to jail or anything like that. They're just after his money. And I do believe, because if you look at how the economy of the United States has been crumbling, and if you look at what they've been doing to people, wealthy people, so many people are thrown into conservatorship. And when they go into these conservatorships, so before they go into the conservatorship, they will be worth a pretty penny. Let's say, for example, 280 million. But once they're in the conservatorship, you hear that they're only worth 20 million. And then you see them start offloading their houses cheap as dirt, cheap as though they didn't pay for it or something like that. So I do believe that there is definitely an agenda going on, and I do believe that a lot more wealthy people are about to suffer from this economic fallout. I do believe also that they have their eyes on Elon Musk, because he has a pretty penny, and wherever the penny is, they're going to want it. And I would not be surprised if they go after Jeff Bezos. But the thing is that Jeff Bezos is a man that he has power. He has connections from all over. And when I say all over, he does have that connection. And when it comes to legalities, that man has maybe 1,000 lawyers for different things. So maybe with Elon, I'm not saying that with Elon he doesn't, but I know that with Jeff is not the man that we see, that we think he's a pushover or someone that people can easily do what they please. There's so much more to that man than what meets the eye. So to Elon Musk, but I honestly believe that they're going to go after Elon Musk next. If you look at what is going on, they've been trying to go after him for the past couple of months. And when they're going after people, they use the word anti-Semitic, hate, racial slurs, and all of that shenanigans, right? But guys, that's all I have to share in this video with you all. Let me know what are your thoughts, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care. See you guys later. Bye guys.